Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Ace Attorney Justice for All. I'm sorry for missing the last couple of upload days on this Let's Play. I was a little bit sick last week with the sudden change in weather, and my voice was also a little bit out as well from just how dry it is around here. So I decided to just forgo recording for a few days and wait until things were a little bit better before I started over again. But now I'm back, and we are on the latter part of the second day of the case, specifically the trial portion, as we are trying to see if we can make some headway in this case against Maya. Right now, it looks like all we've been able to establish is that things are not quite what they seemed. Like, there was some shots fired that we had heard, and we had assumed that Maya was the one, or the person that Maya was channeling as a spirit medium, was the one who had shot the bullets, but it's looking like Maya was crouched by the screen, the folding screen there in the channeling room, and Dr. Gray was the one who had shot the gun instead, which is rather interesting. So we don't know exactly why Maya would have been crouched by the screen, and well, neither does she, because she lost all consciousness at the time that happened. So we're going to have to figure it out. Let's see what we got here. Whew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there! You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. I was about to say Lotta Hair again, but I caught myself. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sis's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? That's interesting. So was Mia, like, also in line to be a spirit medium, but she chose not to be? I mean, I guess she would have been the firstborn of the current generation of Fae women, so I'm curious to know the story behind why she didn't choose that path. Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I guess we're just going right into the courtroom. Alright, here we go. Bum, bum, bum. I always feel like this music sounds so foreboding. Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation. Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. You'd think the judge would do something about this, but we know he's a pushover. That's fine. That's fine? That ain't fine. That's a whip. Lotta's the only one who's got sense around here, and when that's the case, you know something's wrong. Yeah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Sure, Judge. Witnesses' accounts. Alright. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then, bang! We hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Waving a pistol around? I don't remember that part. I swear, other than those two, there's no one else in the room. Did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Reckon course? I've never heard that before. Eh? Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for, you reckon? Of course I did. Okay, I'm glad Phoenix is also bewildered at that. Yeah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth, what will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. Oh. Well, Maya is waving a pistol around there. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Okay, I'm trying to look for anything odd here, and I'm noticing that Maya is on this side of the room where the entrance is, because that's where the screen is over there, which is a little strange. I don't know if that's actually going to be important or not. Lana's photo added to the court record. A picture taken at the murder scene. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Alright. Now let's press everything. I don't think there's any harm in that. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Yeah, I gotta say, I agree with her on this. We were there, so that is kind of a weird question to ask. Irk. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Oh, hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went to the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Alright. Was it really a gunshot? Phoenix, these questions are not that great. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Irk. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. She did hear a gunshot. Now, this is where the story heats up. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down. Okay, that's kind of funny. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Okay, this is the statement I was the most curious about anyway. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lana seems awful confident in her testimony. Ooh, okay, here we go. Let's press harder. Lana, please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Yeah, she's definitely not waving a pistol around there. Quick. Lana, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see... Order! Miss Hart! You're here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, so sorry. Good. It shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, I'm trapped like one. Again. Alright. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. Well, that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? There was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... let's ask about behind the folding screen. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rec given. Huh? What in the... Rec given. You know, you reckon? That's a given. Yeah, I feel like that one's even more ridiculous. It took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Rec given. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as reckon given and Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Arg, just as I thought, there was nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Yeah, but wouldn't we have seen if she checked behind the folding screen or not? I feel like she just went in and took a picture. I don't think she actually checked, right? But I guess they wouldn't have animated that. Enough! It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? Let's try. Your Honor, Mr. Wright. It is possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant. What? Do you know what you are proposing? Yeah, that's just plain fool's talk. Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Prove to this court that the person in this photo is not Maya Fey. I do want to look at the picture again. Let's just check it first. I'm trying to see if there's something here that is very wrong, and I'm wondering if maybe we do have to present the, Wait, is it this? The costume? There's no blood on this, but that's from the backside, so I don't know if that's... That's it. I was wondering if maybe we had to, like, present this and talk about how the, Maya was on this side of the room and Gray was over on this side of the room, but since that's not marked here, I don't think that's actually the case. Let's present the costume. Let's see if that works. Here is your proof. Whoa. Is there a problem? Oh no, I thought I would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of "you're wrong" sounds like. Oh. Okay, never mind. I'm wondering if we have to give up. Let's see if that's what's going to happen here, because normally we don't get that option. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. Okay, so that is the case. Okay, I was wondering. That's enough! Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it is quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... Phoenix? Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia! Wait, is this Pearl channeling Mia? I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But Pearls! Her clothes are a bit small. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of an excuse for fan service, but, yeah. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go! But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, the unrelated question... Ah! It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Ooh. Well, I think your hubris will be your undoing, Von Karma. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, there's some place I must go after this. All right, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Yeah. Witness's account, part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was, kind of scared of the dead bodies, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. I feel like being a paranormal photographer isn't a good idea if that's the case. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So, what did she look like? You know, she almost looked like a different person. Oh, a different person? She may have seemed like a different person. However, she was still Maya Fey. We've already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? Alright. Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all.
Eh? Well, I reckon that's possible.
If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling?
Ow!
Foolish fool spouting foolish foolishness, just as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Sorry, Maya.
We're all done here? Can I continue? I'm really oh.
And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer?
That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on.
She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers.
Why?
Mr. Phoenix writes. Would it kill you to stay on topic for a change?
Well, would it, Mr. Wright?
Nice, tag teamed in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not in 5.1. Alright. 2, right?
2 what?
2 shots. You took 2 shots.
But only one has been submitted as evidence.
Miss Hart, where is the other picture you've been withholding? Uh-oh.
No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself.
Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it.
Ooh. What?
Von Karma.
Ooh, here we go.
But Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence.
Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. We're definitely going to confront her. Are you kidding? Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court.
Well, yes.
Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a schoolchild? Ack, I was so angry I lost my composure.
Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. Can we see it? How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Lotta's photo 2 added to the court record. Alright. Alright, so... Okay, this is definitely not Maya being herself. She's definitely channeling the nurse here. But I'm wondering if there's something here that's different about her. I see the blood on her clothes, but I don't know if that's particularly important here.
What is this picture?
It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is that the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey.
Can we use the judge's ignorance about spirit channeling as something we can use to our advantage here?
What is the meaning of this?
This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? I'm going to insist it's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I see that. It's just not her face. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance.
There is only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order! Order! Order!
I'm sure this is the part where Francisco is going to be all like, "Tis, Mr. Wright. You know that Maya's channeling a spirit, don't you?"
Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it! You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. Oh, here we go. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors' room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visits.
Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Yeah, I felt like that was too easy.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Ooh. I think this is the first time Mia has actually spoken out to someone else besides us in her channeled form. Surely you must know that this picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? Man. I'm gonna say I can prove it. Let's see if we can find something. Your Honor?
Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see.
Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now.
A contradiction?
So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture to the court? Oh, I had to do it here. Man, I don't know, guys. I think the reason why I think that there is something wrong is because Francisco was definitely hiding this earlier, so I think she knows that something is wrong. Is it the blood? I don't know what would be the problem with the blood. Let's try that. The contradiction lies here.
You don't sound very sure of yourself, Mr. Wright.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay, we don't have the option to back out, so there has to be something. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here that looks odd. The music stopped for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what we're supposed to be looking for here. Okay, I have one more idea, and it's that there is no bullet hole on the sleeve. Let's try that. No? Ah, okay. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna check this out. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to the walkthrough here. Okay, can we save? I can't save. Oh boy. That is unfortunate. Okay. Okay, it is the sleeve. Oh, it's the other side. Oh, right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Please direct your attention here.
To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there.
Ah!
There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Oh, not that look. Arr, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Tisk tisk, jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. Oh, of course she didn't do that. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth. I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe.
In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. I think we know where this is going, and that is that it was not Maya. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether.
What? Order! 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 If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess.
A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us.
Hey, witness. Ah! What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor?
Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room.
Well, you know, If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Why? I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there. Honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change your perspective. Phoenix? So where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... Well, I don't think Maya had necessarily left. But I wonder if the third person was already there, and maybe behind the screen. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. Oh! I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. Oh man, I don't even know what that would be. Is it the key? Please take a good look at this. Okay. Uh-oh. No. Ugh. Okay. It's not good. We are barely hanging on here. Oh, we get an option to go back. Okay, I want to see the core record first before I commit to one of those things. Okay, so I don't think Maya would have left the room, because we would have seen that. Like, there isn't any way for that to be the case. But I'm wondering if someone was in the room initially before everything happened. How can we even prove that? Okay, can we say this and not get penalized? I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? And the reason is quite simple, because there is no explanation. That's why. As I thought. Another big waste of this court's time.
Phoenix, you can't just give up like that. But Mia, rethink things one more time. Oh. I'm already perfect, so of course my conclusions are also perfect. You're alright, Phoenix. Calm down, let's try this one more time. Alright, so we can't give up. We have to prove that one of those things happened. So the key was not the correct answer. See, I thought that the key would have come into play by now, because we were told that it was the key to the case. Maybe we have to... Hang on, let's try this. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving that crime scene are as lower than that detective's salary.
Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room.
Alright, I'm gonna present this. Alright, here we go. Miss